Welcome back to Bike to Wheel World. Today, we're taking a detailed look at one of the most recognizable modern classic motorcycles on the road, the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350. This is a motorcycle that doesn't try to follow every trend. Instead, it builds its identity around timeless styling, a relaxed engine character, comfortable ergonomics, and the unmistakable Royal Enfield experience. For riders who want a motorcycle that feels mechanical and authentic while still offering modern everyday usability, the Classic 350 remains a very interesting choice. The Classic 350 combines traditional motorcycle design with contemporary engineering. Its 349cc single-cylinder, air-oil-cooled engine produces 20.2 horsepower at 6,100 revolutions per minute and 27 Nm of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. Power is delivered through a 5-speed gearbox, while electronic fuel injection helps make the engine smoother and more predictable in everyday riding. But numbers are only part of the story. The real appeal of the Classic 350 comes from the way those numbers are delivered. This isn't designed to be a high-revving performance machine. Instead, the engine focuses on accessible torque, relaxed acceleration, and a distinctive riding character. It is the kind of motorcycle that encourages you to enjoy the journey rather than constantly chase maximum speed. Let's begin with the design, because the Classic 350 is immediately recognizable. From the first glance, its styling pays tribute to traditional British-inspired motorcycle proportions while incorporating modern details. The large fuel tank, rounded headlamp, broad fenders, classic side panels, comfortable seat, and substantial bodywork all contribute to its unmistakable silhouette. At the front, the 2026 Classic 350 continues to emphasize its traditional appearance while incorporating modern lighting technology. Royal Enfield lists an updated headlamp with LED technology, combining the familiar old-school appearance with improved contemporary functionality. The overall front design remains clean rather than aggressive, giving the motorcycle a calm and confident road presence. The front suspension uses 41mm telescopic forks with approximately 130mm of travel. This setup is designed around everyday comfort and predictable handling rather than track-focused stiffness. The relatively large front wheel also contributes to the Classic 350's traditional stance and helps give the motorcycle a composed appearance. Move around to the side and the Classic 350's character becomes even more obvious. The fuel tank flows naturally into the rider's position, while the engine remains visually important instead of being hidden behind large body panels. The exposed mechanical components are a major part of the motorcycle's personality. The proportions are also important. The motorcycle measures around 2,145 mm in length, with a 1,390mm wheelbase and approximately 170mm of ground clearance. The listed seat height is around 805mm, while curb weight is approximately 195 kilograms with fuel and oil. Those numbers help explain why the Classic 350 feels substantial. It has enough physical presence to feel like a serious full-size motorcycle, but its relatively accessible seat height and balanced chassis make it approachable for everyday riders. The rear design continues the same philosophy. Instead of sharp aerodynamic surfaces or exaggerated styling, you get rounded shapes, classic fenders, a simple tail section, and a traditional motorcycle profile. It looks particularly convincing from the rear three-quarter angle because the large fuel tank, broad seat, wheels, and metal components create the visual impression of a motorcycle from another era. Yet beneath that classic appearance is a much more modern mechanical package. The Classic 350 uses a twin downtube spine frame, while the rear suspension uses twin-tube emulsion shock absorbers with 6-step preload adjustment. The rear suspension provides around 90mm of travel. That suspension setup is particularly important because the Classic 350 is intended to be useful beyond perfectly smooth roads. In city traffic, the suspension helps absorb everyday imperfections, while on longer rides it contributes to a relaxed and planted feel. Now let's talk about the heart of the motorcycle, The 349cc engine. This single-cylinder unit has a 72mm bore and an 85.8mm stroke, with the 9.5:1 compression ratio. Maximum torque arrives at 4,000 revolutions per minute, which tells you a lot about the engine's personality. The Classic 350 is happiest when you ride it smoothly. Roll on the throttle from low and medium engine speeds, and the motorcycle responds with a steady, manageable delivery. It isn't about explosive acceleration. Instead, it provides the kind of predictable response that works well for commuting, relaxed cruising, and weekend rides. The 5-speed gearbox complements that character. The transmission is designed to keep the engine within its useful operating range without making the rider constantly search for another gear. Gear changes are part of the motorcycle's classic mechanical experience, while the fuel-injected engine keeps everyday operation convenient. And that may be the Classic 350's greatest achievement. It doesn't need to shout to get attention. Its design speaks for itself. Its engine delivers its power in a relaxed way, and its entire personality is built around enjoying the motorcycle rather than simply measuring it. That's our detailed look at the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350 here on Bike to Wheel World. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to stay tuned for more motorcycle reviews, specifications, comparisons, and updates. Until the next ride, keep your passion for two wheels alive. Ride responsibly, and enjoy every kilometer. For experienced riders, it can serve as a relaxed second motorcycle. For newer riders, it offers a substantial but approachable package, although every rider should receive proper training and follow local licensing and safety requirements before riding on public roads. Ultimately, the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350 succeeds because it understands what makes a modern classic motorcycle special. It doesn't simply copy the past. Instead, it takes traditional styling and combines it with fuel injection, modern braking, ABS, updated suspension, LED lighting, digital functionality, and a refined 349cc engine. The result is a motorcycle with one foot in the past and the other firmly in the present. After looking at the design, engine, comfort, handling, technology, practicality, and overall character, the Classic 350 still has a compelling personality. Its 20.2 horsepower and 27 Nm of torque won't win a numbers battle against high-performance motorcycles. But that isn't the purpose of this machine. Its strength lies in usable torque, relaxed performance, distinctive styling, comfort, and the emotional connection that comes with riding a Royal Enfield. So, if you are searching for a motorcycle that can handle everyday transportation while giving you a strong sense of occasion every time you ride it, the 2026 Royal Enfield Classic 350 deserves a serious look.